then can you guess what cha means? Okay, let's go to the next one. So, he, you'll see in this part of the character here, there's the symbol for mouth. So, he is something you do with your mouth. And sure enough, he means to drink. 我在学校工作，你们想喝点儿什么? So you know 什么 means what. So you have this 点儿 here. So you know Chinese like to put in some things. So can you guess what this 点儿 is doing here? Okay. 点儿 is a little bit or some. And it's also polite. It makes it more polite. 喝点儿什么? 你们想喝点什么? 喝茶还是喝咖啡? So, 咖啡, the Chinese kind of borrowed this from English. 咖啡. So, if this is what you should have guessed what it is, then can you guess what cha is? And if you guess that cha means tea, then you are right. Cha. 你们想我在学校工作，你们想喝点什么？喝茶还是喝咖啡? So you really should have this sentence figured out by now. Let's just go to cafe. So cafe means coffee. Cafe. So pause and write down a good translation for this sentence. And if you came up with, I work at the school. Okay. What do you, and then I put all in here because 你们 is you plural. What do you all want to drink? Some tea or some coffee? Now, in English, in English I should probably put in here, do you want some tea or some coffee? Because this is not a proper sentence. Would you like some tea or some coffee? Or do you want some tea or some coffee? That might be a better grammatically appropriate English translation. But notice this is its own sentence. You see there's a question mark here, so that ends that sentence. So this sentence, 喝茶还是喝咖啡? So in this is an example of a sentence without a subject. The subject is assumed. 喝茶, drink tea, or drink coffee. 喝茶还是喝咖啡? So Wang Peng, 我喝茶吧. So we have this ba in here. It's a sentence final that softens the tone. So Wang Peng is saying, oh, I'll drink some tea, and he's putting a ba at the end of it because he doesn't want to sound too impolite. And ba makes it sound more polite. 我喝茶吧. And you can, this grammar point here being discussed on page 129, it's number 4. You should go take a look at that. So I think the meaning of this sentence is pretty clear. I'll drink tea, or I'll have some tea. So Leo is going to be a bit difficult and ask for something that wasn't offered. 我要一瓶可乐. Now, 可乐was also borrowed from English. So they just borrowed the pronunciation of an English word and chose a couple Chinese characters or pronunciations that sound similar to the English word. So 可乐, can you guess what that means? 我要一瓶可乐. 可以吗? 要 means want. 我要一瓶可乐, I want. 我要一瓶可乐. So if this is what you think it is, can you guess what ping might mean? And you may have guessed can. I should have highlighted this. There we go. Okay. So, you may have guessed can, but ping actually means bottle, a bottle. And 可乐 means cola. 一瓶可乐, a bottle of cola. 我要一瓶可乐,可以吗? So this 可以, what do you think that means? Can or may? 我要一瓶可乐,可以吗? 可以吗? Okay. What does it mean? Pause and write it down. I want a bottle of cola. Is that okay? So Gao Xiaoyan responds, 对不起. 对不起. This is a very important word that you are finally learning in Unit 13. 对不起. 对不起 means sorry. 对不起. This is how you say sorry. So, Xiaoyin says, 对不起,我们家没有可乐. That sounds kind of funny. That sounds kind of funny, right? What is she saying here? Now, if you translate this directly into English, it's going to sound very funny. So try and translate it into what you think is proper English. Pause if you need some time. Sorry, we don't have any cola. And I put in parentheses in our house. Because this is very typical Chinese. 我家 or 我们家, our house. So in English, we would just say, I don't have, sorry, we don't have any Coke. Sorry, I don't have any Coca-Cola. Or I don't have any tea. Okay. In Chinese, they like, when you're sitting in someone's home or you're in your own home, in Chinese, we like to say that, or we don't say, I don't have any cola, or we don't have any cola. They like to say, our house, our family, our home doesn't have any cola. Now, you can't say that if you're sitting in a restaurant. It's only if you're in someone's home or in your own home. So, 对不起, we don't have any cola. 对不起, 我们家, our house, 没有可乐. And you'll notice here that there's really no, well, this is the verb. Our house has no cola. Okay, so Leo then says, na. Now you remember na at the beginning of a sentence. 那给我一杯水吧. So, ba makes this sentence sound a little more polite. And you'll see it's necessary because she uses 给, which means to give. 那给我一杯水吧. Okay. But you don't know what 水 means yet, or 杯水, so let's take a look. So 杯 is a measure word for cup or glass. So 那给我 a cup of something. A cup of what? A glass of what? 那给我 a glass of what? Let's take a look. 水. What is 水? 水 is water. 水. 那给我一杯水吧. So pause and write down a translation for that. Then give me a glass of water. Now, glass of water, give me a glass of water sounds impolite. And I think this ba here makes it sound more like, then please give me a glass of water. I should probably put that in there. There we go. Then please give me a glass of water. 那给我一杯水吧. Then please give me a glass of water. So you've taken notes. Go over this dialogue and and repeat some of the sentences that are hard to grasp because of the different word order and expression forms. And this concludes this lesson.